As a therapist, um, it's really important to always know kind of where you are, to check yourself, to see where your emotions are, to see how you navigate things, how you navigate through life. Because after all, you have a heavy charge, right? People come to you, um, well, let's just say this. People come to me for help. People come to me with all kinds of issues, whether it be trauma in the form of losses or abuse, um, divorces, um, you name it. I mean, I've worked with all kinds of people. I've been fortunate enough to have been put on their path to be able to try to help them, to give them advice, to encourage them, to help them find the solution in a very dark room, wherever they may find themselves. And one of the things that I realize is that for me, it really has always been very important to make sure that I'm healthy, right? Because it's hard to be able to empower somebody when you yourself don't feel well, when you yourself feel at your lowest, when you yourself are kind of feeling beat up by life. Which is why in 2014, when I separated from my, lengthy marriage, I had decided to close my practice and had really given up a very large part of myself in doing so. And so this journey of mine has really become about rebuilding myself, undoing all that I had done, undoing all of the really radical and drastic beliefs that really have no place in my life at all, right? The silly things that we adopt to, the things that we believe that we think are true, but they're not true. Such as, mocha's good for you. Well, mocha's not good for you. Things like that, right? So if you find that the things that I say, help you in some way, I'm really happy about that, because that's really what I want to do. I want to find a way to share my life so that it can help somebody else's journey. I want to be able to be a little bit transparent in what I go through in efforts or attempts to be able to help somebody else in what they go through. And I'm new to all this YouTube stuff. I really am. I will find a way to really capture moments differently and post them, so be patient with me. Feel free to peruse through some of my videos as I begin to really. I'm kind of gearing up for this really deep launch and really deep look at myself. But as a therapist, sitting here waiting for my patient who. It's very early where she lives, so, reasonably so, I understand that she may be a little bit late for her session, which is fine. I think and I reflect, and I know that it's so important for me to be well and be able to talk with her from a place of strength. So always checking myself, always knowing where I'm at with things, always reevaluating where I'm at and where I'm going and how I'm doing things has always been a very important part of my life and my journey, and being responsible enough so that I can really be there to help somebody else. So that's the journey that I want to share with you, because when you are well established in your career and you are married to another person who's well established in their career, you kind of become this power couple. And so the dismantling of that union is very traumatic. The dismantling and the undoing of that is a lengthy process. And it's been 6 years in the making, and here I am barely, I feel, standing up, barely, being able to stand up and really reach for the things that I want, as opposed to I was just gathering the pieces off the floor, but still very much on my knees for the past 5 years. And I'm finally stepping into my power, and I'm finally saying no, enough. Having walked away from employment, having saying no, enough. I am not going to be somebody else's servant. I am not going to be what you say that I am, but I'm going to be what I say I am. And so being able to have the courage to do that takes a lot of self-reflection, and it takes a lot of having to sit with myself in silence, finding and making the time for myself while still being very much a mother and a daughter and a sister and an aunt and so forth. It takes a lot of balancing, but it certainly a wondrous place to be when you begin to see the little sprouts that grow out of that. And so that's what this channel is about. That's my journey. I have met many wonderful people along my path, and I thank them all for being there for me, and I just want to be able to give back in some way. So that's what this is about. I know I can go on and talk forever, but I will post another video soon. All right, guys, take care.